falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Dwayne Eskridge, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing. And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here's Hall. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there. You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dwayne Eskridge with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award.
And got his man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Gordon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. With their
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. He'll get this one to Galladay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable for Dorsett.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Sebastian Joseph Day
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Back to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He's got a man complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll just get rid of it.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Over the middle, Dorsett. Fighting through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, it's Gordon. Room here to run. And he's got this down to the 35.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again is Watson. It's caught by OBJ. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Steps away to his left.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Watson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Melvin Gordon there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's got Smith here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD.